Hi guys, it's me again with the old Mercedes 300E, and when I bought this car, which is nearly 2 years ago, I bought all the filters to change. That was the oil filter, transmission filter, and also bought a petrol filter. Unfortunately, I forgot to change it. So today we're going to change the petrol filter in a 300E Mercedes. And you notice I've got my old rags on ready to go underneath the car. And here we go. The first thing we have to do is relieve the pressure of the fuel system. Being electric pump and all, with the injection, it's under pressure. So anyway, we pull out this plastic cover here. My car is right-hand drive, so this is on the left-hand side of the engine, and then we pull out the electronic control unit. Just unclips. Get it out of the way. We can see in there now. Then we got the over voltage protection relay. This one here relay is the air conditioner control relay, and down in here where I just put my finger is the fuel pump relay. So in this case I'll just lever out the air conditioner relay so I can, bit tight, but it'll come. I just took out the air conditioner relay and just put it here out of the way. That way I can get my hands properly on the fuel pump relay. And we reach down here anyway, we pull out the fuel pump relay. These relays are quite tight, and now we'll go and run the engine. And here we are in the car, and we're running the engine, and it starts even though it hasn't got a fuel pump relay in it. Isn't that amazing? At this stage I must add the engine is still running and will continue running for a while because the petrol tank is still under pressure, and you now have to go around and loosen the petrol cap and then replace it. Okay, you let the pressure off under your petrol cap. Just let the pressure out and put it back on again. I've already taken the pressure out of this one, and now we'll change the filter. The petrol filter is located, along with the pump, right hand rear of the car under this plastic cover here, and we just got some little bolts to undo, so I'll remove this plastic cover now. And here we are underneath the car with that cover removed. It's only 4 10mm little screws, nuts that hold it on. That's a petrol filter here, and this is the inlet pipe coming in. And what I've got to do is get around the back there. You're supposed to clamp that pipe off. Mercedes has a special little clamp to do it, but I'm just going to use a plumbing type clamp to clamp that off. And then we undo the bolts on either side of it. I shall carry on clamping. Right, make sure you got some rags and a drip tray to catch any petrol that happens to leak out. I just undid this one at this end, and I reckon Hercules must have tightened it up. It was so tight, it was unbelievable. That's a 17mm and an 18mm nut. And down this end with the banjo fitting is a 17mm, so you get a little bit of petrol leaking out. So I'm going to disconnect these hoses. I've put my bit of a clamp up here. You can see that big metal clamping the pipe there, just to reduce the flow. It's not that good. And so now I'll undo these. Then I'll undo the holding screw under here and take this filter out. Okay, I've changed my filter, put the bolts back in again, meaning the pipes, inlet and outlet. Where are we? Here we are. And now I'm going to just undo this clamp. I don't know if I really needed it. And I'll put the fuel pump relay back in. There's a bit of a thing on the computer with Mercedes that says just release the pressure from the pressure cap and clamp the pipe. And in the workshop manual it says pull out the fuel pump relay and run the engine. So here we are, we've done both, as well as let the pressure cap off. So anyway, I'll put the fuel pump relay back in and I'll just check it for leaks.
I'd better correct myself. I was calling the outlet pipe the inlet pipe. The end with the banjo fittings is the inlet pipe, and the outlet pipe is the one I clamped to stop the fuel coming back. Well, there were no leaks, but it had the date that the old petrol filter was put on the car, and it was February in 2005. So we had a pretty good run out of that filter, and I think it should have been changed earlier than that. The car seems to be breathing better in the fuel department now. And that's it for this little show. See you on.